Welcome to AAM. Safety is everyone's job here, and that includes you as a contractor, supplier, or visitor. AAM is dedicated to your safety, and because of that, we're going to need you to conform to the same standards as our own associates. So let's get started. In the event of a fire emergency, proceed to the nearest exit and evacuate the building in an orderly manner. Report to the designated meeting location. Once you have arrived to the meeting location, a head count will be taken by your emergency coordinator. In the event of severe weather, immediately proceed to one of the designated shelter areas which are located on the site plan. Once you have arrived to the designated shelter area, a head count will be taken by your emergency coordinator. If you happen to hear a severe weather warning, please report this information to your site contact immediately so the alarm may be activated. The following elements of our safety program require strict compliance. AAM requires that all CSVs wear safety glasses with permanent side shields. Where noise exceeds safe levels, hearing protection may be required in the form of earplugs or earmuffs. Steel-toed shoes and additional PPE in the form of special uniforms, gloves, and face shields may also be required depending on the activity or work being performed. All visitors must be protected if exposed to blood or other potentially infectious bodily fluids as part of their work. If for any reason you are injured or potentially exposed to an injured associate, please let your site contact know this immediately during your visit. Please consult your site contact to determine what additional PPE, if any, is required. Please follow all posted aisle walkways and do not touch any parts or equipment as some pieces are hot or sharp. Call them what you like, forklifts, lift trucks, or powered industrial trucks. They are a part of our operations here at AAM and an aspect that you may encounter throughout our facilities. And most forklift safety training concentrates on the operators, with good cause. But the following tips are meant to raise your awareness as a pedestrian at our facility. Establish eye contact with the forklift driver. Never assume the lift truck operator knows that you are there. Make yourself known. Never cross an aisle without stopping and looking in each direction. And pay attention and listen for horns and backup beepers. The following programs may or may not affect you while you are on site at this facility. These programs are entirely dependent upon the activity or work being performed. Remember, if you have any questions at any time regarding any of these programs, please stop what you are doing and ask your site contact. All persons performing lockout/tagout must have appropriate training and proper equipment. This includes a personal lock, tag, and appropriate implement devices when needed. Follow AAM's lockout/tagout policy. Placards are conveniently located and easily visible on the panels of all machines. Please refer to them prior to engaging in any servicing or maintenance activities. Additionally, review the lockout steps with your site contact. All persons performing confined space entry must have appropriate training and use proper equipment. This includes, at a minimum, a confined space permit and a confined space meter. And there must be an attendant present during any confined space entry. Additional equipment may be necessary depending on the work to be performed. All persons must follow AAM's confined space entry policy, as well as all federal, state, and local regulations. All persons operating an aerial lift, either a scissor lift or a boom lift, must have appropriate training, be a qualified aerial lift operation, and have proper equipment. All persons must follow AAM's aerial lift and fall protection policies. All persons performing hot work in the form of cutting, welding, or brazing must have appropriate training and proper equipment. This includes a helmet, gloves, and a non-combustible or flame-proof welding screen or curtain. All persons must follow AAM's hot work policy. A hot work permit must be completed prior to beginning any work and must be displayed at the work site. A fire watch equipped with a suitable fire extinguisher must be provided. All persons performing electrical work must have appropriate training and proper equipment. This may include a flame-resistant uniform and helmet, face shield, electrical gloves, and leather protectors, non-conductive tools, and a voltmeter. All persons must follow AAM's Electrical Safe Work Practices Policy, as well as all federal, state, and local requirements and electrical codes. All persons operating cranes and hoists must have appropriate training and proper equipment. This may include adequately rated chains, wire ropes or slings, or other below-the-hook devices. Please ensure you have prior authorization from your site contact prior to operating any piece of equipment at AAM. In addition to these safety-specific requirements, AAM also requires that you abide by the following. The use of tobacco products is not permitted inside the facility. Alcoholic beverages, non-regulated drugs, explosives, and weapons are not permitted on AAM property. Video, audio, and cellular devices with cameras are prohibited without prior approval. AAM is a responsible steward of the environment and is committed to preventing pollution and minimizing our environmental impact through adherence to our established objectives and targets. AAM is serious about energy conservation and waste management and minimization. We are committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, increasing our efficiency, improving recycling practices, and reducing our ecological footprint. Each job you perform may be different, but it is always your job to check with your site contact to ensure you are complying with the appropriate environmental regulations and procedures. No chemicals or other materials shall be brought on site for any reason without prior AAM approval. All wastes must be disposed of properly. Please consult with your site contact regarding proper waste disposal. Do not mix waste streams or dispose of any materials without prior approval. All chemicals and wastes, once approved, must be properly labeled and stored while on site. Departure from these procedures may result in injury to self or others, environmental pollution, and compliance concerns in the form of violations and citations. If you have further questions regarding AAM's environmental management system, please speak with your site contact. We look forward to having you at AAM. Please let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything else we can do for you. Thank you, and have a safe day.